guys, very nice to meet you. I'm Annie, the marketing of NFT Scan. Very nice to meet you guys and friends in the Web3 industry. I'm very happy that we can meet here on the Balance platform. And I'm very honored that NFT Scan can become a silver sponsor of the Balance Hackathon and join this event to promote the development of the industry. Today's topic is about how to build a Web3 infrastructure from 0 to 1. And here are some points we can get to know it together. The development trend of the Web3 industry and the NFT scan, how we established NFT scan from exploration to pitfalls to product promotion. And the third point is the needs of NFT data. And the last one is the future growth model of the Web3 ecosystem. So now let's start from the first one, the development trend of the Web3 industry. Actually, the demand for data analysis and bracing related on-chain data, and it's very the statistics is very amazing. And also, I will give a simple analysis of the importance of the scan as an infrastructure to the ecology, so that you can get a little familiar about that. So, I have get into the internet industry for like a little years ago, but not so familiar with the Web3 until I joined this industry. Since the outbreak of Web3, everyone is talking about NFT, DeFi, GameFi, etc. The demand for jobs in the Web3 industry has also expanded like 400%. And the Web3 market has created a liquid value of 3 trillion in 10 years, which is comparable to the total value of startup invested by traditional investment funds. If you don't believe, you can look at this chart. Till 220 to 2021, the number is go rising in a amazing V, and the chart is from Crypto Fund Research. Those data and what's happening around us make us feel that the era of Web3 is coming. In the Web2 era, it is very important how the founder decides the construction, the development of the project in the early stage, and even determines the key to the success of the product. However, in the Web3 era, understanding the real needs of users and infrastructure required by the industry may require the entire team to start it from the following aspects. Now I'll show you. Here we go. And the first point is plan and version and update iteration. With those several key words, when it comes to those several key words, we usually start from the first step of plan and vision, building the framework, developing and thinking until the initial prototypes is successfully built. In fact, planning and vision should be placed after construction in the Web3 era. Web3 is developing rapidly, and new protocols and concepts are being introduced every day. If you are not careful, your plan the day before may not be in line with the current development trend of the industry. However, as time develops and the industry changes, the situation may change. Therefore, I recommended that developers in the Web3 industry put construction ahead of plans and vision. Of course, this does not mean plan and vision are not important. In the long-term development of products, your vision determines how far your product can go or how strong the competitive advantage is. We recommended that you build your product first and update and iterate with the development trend of the industry before starting a long-term plan and vision. And the second point is marketing and listening. In the age of Web3, everyone has a voice, and too many voices. Those voices can be drowned out. and those flashing suggestions can be covered by the next voice before they are discovered. So don't forget to market your product. Most Web3 teams lack the delicate division of labor like Web2 teams. You can also find that most Web3 teams are directly promoted by founders or developers, such as Twitter Space or Discord channel replies. Those are reacted with the developers or founders of those teams. One of the reasons why everyone can have a voice, I think that's also the reason developers analyze industry data, develop new features, and based on industry dynamics and market or product manager send some articles or memes. Everyone on the team is listening to what users really need and build stable partnership with other teams or users. So make programs together and promote the development of Web3 is what users and the teams both want to do. And the third point is please know that closed data source users data is not your competitive advantage. Unlike the Web2 era, a set of perfect and refined code or rich user data can become your competitive advantage. In Web3, everything is open source to prevent the formation of the market monopoly. So the user's data information is their own, and they can bring it to other way somewhere they prefer it most at any time. Therefore, for the team in the Web3 industry, the quality of the product, the maintenance of the community, and the long-term value of the users of the product are the points that needs to be maintained and valued more. And the third point is very important, the safety of users. Users' trust determines your product's value. So the safety of users is very important because in the Web3 industry, it's possible that a single click could have moved a 100,000 worth of NFT to another wallet. Therefore, developers must pay attention to the attacks of hackers when deploying smart contracts. Whether users trust an application determines whether your product has the market value. And the last one is you must design your product around the selected Layer 1 or Layer 2 blockchain. Your choice of your supported chains may affect users' decision. Design your product around the selected Layer 1 or Layer 2 blockchain. If using the Ethereum Layer 1 protocol, usually result in gas fee in like hundreds of dollars, then your users maybe not accept this. Or you can use a layer 2 solution such as Polygon and something else. Your choices of supported chains affect users' decision, as well as the project development time and scalability. So I think those points are very important before you want to establish or build a new team or a new product in Web3 era. And now I think I'll give you a simple analysis why Etherscan as the infrastructure of Ethereum has developed into indispensable today. And first of all, Etherscan is one of the Ethereum's most trusted and popular blockchain explorer for searching transaction, blocks, wallet address, smart contracts, and other on-chain data, with the end user in mind with Etherscan, how to check wallet and transaction history, check smart contract, check gas fee in Etherscan. Etherscan is definitely a great tool that is free and easy to use. Users can quickly master the most basic function in a very short time. Etherscan has the basic functionality of other blockchain explorers such as BSC scan. So similar tricks can be easily used on the other platforms, whether confirming transaction status or viewing deep smart contract of interest. Etherscan is a perfect starter tools. It can not only meet the needs of users, it's also very simple and easy to use, which meets users' needs. But at the same time, the data is very clearly listed and very detailed. So which is a very important reason why this is so indispensable on Ethereum. Okay, so now let's get into the second part, why NFTs. I'll tell you something about NFT scan, how we from exploration to pitfalls to product formation. As you know, NFT scan is a professional NFT data analyst platform, and the data of 4 chains of ETH, BNB, Moonbeam, and Polygon have been covered, and our goal is to cover all the NFT data of the whole EVM. But before this, what do we through? So I'll keep it as a secret. I'll tell you later. As you can see, the development grew up daily. We established NFT scan at 2021 April. And at present, NFT scan mining promotes 2 products. One is the NFT scan browser provided for the majority of NFT users, which can meet the needs of most users for NFT data market, such as real-time mint projects with highest transaction value, etc. The second is the open API for developers. At present, NFT scan provides all developers with 10,000 free data calls per day, as well as customer API service. Developers are welcome to use it. But what happened to us before our founding? I think it should be explained that to you. This is our ETH browser homepage, and this is our BNB browser homepage. Those experience, and actually we passed a lot of difficulties when we initiated to build NFT scan. Actually, the co-founders want to build an NFT trading market, but in the process of building, they encountered a lot of problems, among which the most important and difficult one is the NFT data. NFT held by a single contract. Or NFT transaction record, etc. Our founders found that while the NFT industry is booming, its underlying infrastructure is very lacking. As a result, the coincidence that someone needs to do that, so they started. So NFT scan was created by that way. So in the early days of the establishment, it was very stuck in the state of how to get the data of the whole chain. It is very simple to set up a node to get this data, but how to cover all data related to NFT on the chain is more complicated. But after months of hard work by the founders and developers, they finally found a solution. NFT Scan launched the NFT browser in August and the API service in September. Finally, there is a formed product. Here you can see. And our team's goal is to work on the underlying NFT infrastructure, provide NFT API service for developers, and NFT data analyst service for users. So now let's get into the third point, the needs of the NFT data, and I'll show you some customer cases. Actually, before we completely opening our API data service, the developers have go through many tests and improvements. The most basic NFT data service are opened first, such as NFT held under a single wallet address, all NFT projects under a contract address, and then gradually open the NFT project transaction ranking, real-time mint NFT project ranking. Gas consumption is the most the contract address ranking of, and finally upgraded to Nft Data service and customer API service specially provided for the trading market. Nft aggregator. Before each API is opened, the developer have undergone many tests and improvements to ensure that the API is used currently. Even so, there are still many non-standard NFT contracts that require manual data processing, but we'll do that until the whole data is so perfect, and we hope that every developers can use it in a simple and easy way. There is a long way to go through to contribute to the development of the Web3, and we are working hard because we see everything is vast. The field of Web3 can be said that be all encompassing. It covers digital currency, smart contract, blockchain technology, hardware infrastructure like VR, AR, storage, sensors, etc., non-fungible tokens, defined decentralization, financial service, metaverse, and a new community governance mode DAO, etc. As a modular infrastructure, NFTs can often deal with many friends from the different tracks of projects. In the early stage of the NFT Scan API development and the early NFT Scan API users numbers, here you can see one of our partners. They are committed to the decentralized photo network for Web3 for creating community value and trust in digital media. As a media team of Web3 for the analysts and of the NFT picture, video, and audios. So they used our API service to get this data and try to authorization them. And another example is like SafePay. SafePay is using our API service also, and they have an average of 1.5 million requests a day. That is a very huge number. And as well as Monica. Monica is the first social fine project to access the NFT Scan API. In one day, his request can reach to millions. That much of number is, which is also very amazing. And we also do serve some NFT trading markets, but due to the non-disclosure agreement, it's not so convenient to disclose them here. Any team who wants to do NFT trading market can use NFT Scans API data, NFT leading team, Encrypto wallet, social fine, NFT financial derivatives, NFT trading market, etc. They all have reached in-depth cooperation with NFT Scan in the process of using NFT Scan's API. So we have also learned the market direction in the process of marketing development, revised the development roads, started marketing, and let more developers pay attention to the NFT Scan platform and use it. So we are very happy to work with them and let more developers to get to know us, the infrastructure of the underlying Web3. And the last point is the future growth model of the Web3 ecosystem. The future growth model of the Web3 ecosystem, maybe you want to hear some our plans, our multi-chain value, or our multi-chain plan, our value analysis, or a more completed API system and deep integration with other Web3 vertical fields. In short, this is all, everything is on the way. We may not be able to predict how the future of Web3 will develop, but the future must be an arrow when users own the platform, not the platform own the users. While Web3 is growing wildly, it has also rushed in many doubts, but the construction of the underlying infrastructure is always indispensable. That's why we did this. We made those browser and we made those API service. And we'll also improve the API system of each chain according to the needs of developers and users. In-depth analysis of NFT data on different chains and in-depth cooperation with other teams on different tracks, and adjust our development plan at any time according to market trend, goal, and keep up with the path of Web3 era. Please remember the points before you want to establish a Web3 protocol. You must remember the 5 points I listed here. That's very nice for you guys for listening to me, and hope we can see here and next time. Here is our Twitter and NFT Explorer browser website and our open API. Go and check. If you have any question, you can find me, Annie, or our team to get to know more information about how to establish a Web3 infrastructure from 0 to 1, or get to know some more information about our API service. Thank you so much, guys, for listening today.